Hi, second graders. This week we're going to be reading the book Days with Frog and Toad by Arnold Lobel. Now remember that we talked about we can get a lot of information from the cover of our story. So I look at this and it says Days with Frog and Toad. I bet by looking at this picture, it looks like one is a frog and one is a toad. So I bet maybe the characters are frog and toad. So my mind is already ready to hear stories about frog and toad. Ooh, let's get started. Chapter 1, Tomorrow. Toad woke up. "Drat," he said. "This house is a mess. I have so much work to do." Frog looked through the window. "Toad, you are right," said Frog. "It is a mess." Toad pulled the covers over his head. "I will do it tomorrow," said Toad. "Today I will take life easy." Look at him. Sounds like me sometimes. Frog came into the house. "Toad," said Frog, "your pants and jacket are lying on the floor." "Tomorrow," said Toad from under the covers. "Your kitchen sink is filled with dirty dishes," said Frog. Ooh, let's look at this word, came. Do you remember when we talked about this? We said that when we have that silent E on the end of a word, what does it do to the vowel in the word? Right, it makes it say its name or have the long vowel sound. So this word is k-a-m, came. Okay, so think about that when you're reading those words with a silent E on the end. "Tomorrow," said Frog, "there is dust on your chairs." "Tomorrow," said Toad. "Your windows need scrubbing," said Frog. "Your plants need watering." "Tomorrow," cried Toad. "I will do it all tomorrow." Now remember how we said we want to train ourselves to stop and think about what we've read. So let's stop for just a minute and think, what have I read? Well, Frog is pointing out all kinds of stuff that Toad has dirty, right? And it sounds to me like Toad is like, "Do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow." So Frog is pointing out all the dirty, and Toad is saying, "I don't want to do it now, I'll do it tomorrow." Does that sound reasonable to you? Good, so that means we understood what we were reading. Now, if we couldn't say what we were reading, what would we need to do? Yep, you got it. Reread. But let's keep going. Toad sat on the edge of his bed. "Blah," said Toad. "I feel down in the dumps." "Why?" asked Frog. "I am thinking about tomorrow," said Toad. "I am thinking about all of the many things that I will have to do." "Yes," said Frog, "tomorrow will be a very hard day for you." Uh-oh. I'm going to stop and think, what do I know is happening? Ooh, it sounds like Toad is rethinking his plan to do everything tomorrow. He doesn't sound like he's very happy about it, does he? "But Frog," said Toad, "if I pick up my pants and jacket right now, then I will not have to pick them up tomorrow, will I?" "No," said Frog, "you will not have to." Toad picked up his clothes. He put them in the closet. Ooh, let's look at that word, toad. Do you remember that we just got through talking about vowel teams, didn't we? And we said a team of vowels works together, and that the first vowel is the one who has a long vowel sound or says its name. So look at this word, t-o-d. What gives us the O sound in the word toad? You got it, that O-A. So be looking today as you read, at looking not only for the silent E words, but also for the vowel team words. Let's keep going. No, said Frog, you will not have to. Toad picked up his clothes. He put them in the closet. Frog, said Toad, if I wash my dishes right now, then I will not have to wash them tomorrow, will I? No, said Frog, you will not have to. Toad washed and dried his dishes. He put them in the cupboard. Ah, sounds like Toad's being a smart man. Frog, said Toad, if I dust my chairs and scrub my windows and water my plants right now, then I will not have to do it tomorrow, will I? No, said Frog, you will not have to do any of it. Toad dusted his chairs. He scrubbed his windows. He watered his plants. Can you think about what do you think is going to happen? There, said Toad. Now I feel better. I am not in the dumps any more. Why? Asked Frog. Because I have done all that work, said Toad. Now I can save tomorrow for something that I really want to do. What is that? Asked Frog. Tomorrow, said Toad, I can just take life easy. Toad went back to bed. He pulled the covers over his head and fell asleep. All right, great job. In your reading today, make sure you're looking for those silent E words and for your vowel teams.